Yo, what's Gucci, everybody? It's your boy SSJ, K. The first Black Super Saiyan in the world, 500 spam, and I'm back here with another stream. What's good, everybody? What's goody? We're here to talk Mandalorian, Season 3, Episode 1, and we're going to talk Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Got my tickets, when I was at work. So, your boy Gucci, we finna go ahead and get this started. Boom. How's everybody doing this morning? Anybody doing morning? All right, let's go. First things up is Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 1. So, as far as Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 1, I thought this was an okay, decent start to a season. I think the Mando episodes in Book of Booty Fett would have been perfect to start off this season, and the whole Luke Skywalker stuff, and him grabbing Grogu if he was going to get him back. You do it in either the first episode or the first 2 episodes of this season. This felt like a third episode type of thing, or a middle episode. This specific episode, as a start of the season, it was okay. We start off with the Mandalorians, Din's old faction. They was doing a crowning. They was basically giving a youngling. They was finally giving a youngling his helmet, going through the whole process. And letting him know, like, you're not supposed to take off your helmet, blah, blah, blah. Basically trying to get him into the creed of the Mandalorians. They get attacked by some giant alligator, turtle, crocodile thingy. I'm going to bring up the episode so we can, click through and check it out as you guys are looking. Give me a moment, guys. Let me get this up. Gotta log into my girl's Disney Plus. Boom. Window, entire screen, share audio. Yes.
Goodbye.
Okay. So, and make sure it's actually coming up on the stream too. I want to unblock this shit. Okay, you guys can see it. That's good. Was good, Sean. Was good. Good morning. So, the episode basically started out like this. We have our Mandalorians going to give this boy his helmet. The crowning and the ceremony gets interrupted by this giant alligator crocodile looking creature with a turtle shell on his back. I gotta give the Mandalorian props for this. The visual effects be on point. The practical and the visual effects. The use of the practical and visual effects come into play here, and it just comes out looking great. I wish the MCU shows would look consistently as good as The Mandalorian, but sadly they do not. Shit. Yeah, I think Disney needs to take some resources, send them over to the MCU so the shows can consistently look just as good as this episode. But everything in this episode was solid. This is a movie budget looking creature right here. Visual effects on point. My only issue in this moment that I thought was like, all right, so let me show you how basically this shit just randomly happened. So this boy's getting his helmet, then just randomly, this shit just happened out of nowhere. Hella bullshit, right? These niggas over here trying to fight this giant crocodile thingy. They got these jetpacks. I'm like, bruh, fly up. They do eventually fly up, like fly up and shoot this thing from the fucking sky. Y'all is at a disadvantage trying to kill this thing on the ground. And this thing literally fights like an alligator and shit. Like this motherfucker was going in. He was not playing around. It's weird. I don't really care for Mando season 3 to be honest. Give me Tales of the Sith. I didn't know this episode dropped until like 3 in the morning. Usually I didn't even know it was dropping this month. I'm gonna just say this. I didn't know Mando season 3 was dropping this month in March. So this was new to me. I watched it when I was at work, just turned on my girl's Disney Plus, watched the episode. Like I said, it's a decent start. They wasted Mando season 3, episode 1 in Book of Booty Fett. Right? Book of Booty Fett took the episodes that was meant for the Mandalorian that should have been the start of the season. If you was going to have Grogu come back and all that, you should have done it in this season, not in Book of Booty Fett, which should have been dedicated to Booty Fett, but it wasn't. It was, Mando came in, showed him up, took over Booty Fett show. Then Booty Fett no longer wants to be a gangster. Booty Fett just, on his own doing his shit. Booty Fett trash. There's just no Booty Fett trash. K-Dot, how is The Last of Us season for you? For me, I love it. I recently just caught up to episode 7. I thought episode 7 was solid. Honestly, I like the show's depiction of the Left Behind DLC better than the game, because I didn't like playing that DLC because I'm like, I really don't want to play this because nothing was going on to where this needed to be DLC for me to play. Yeah, they could have just released like a short fucking, cinematic of Riley and Ellie in the original PlayStation game and just have me watch that. Because that's why I really didn't like Left Behind DLC, because I didn't want to play that shit. This shit I just want to watch because ain't nothing going on. I'm just playing with Ellie's girlfriend. Like, bruh, I don't want to be playing this shit. I just want to watch it like I'm watching a movie or a show. So Left Behind, it was better seeing the DLC adapt into the show, because now I'm actually just watching this shit. I'm not wasting my time playing this shit when it's like, I don't really want to play this. I just want to watch it. So yeah. But I like the most recent episode. I like Riley and Ellie's little relationship they got going on. Well, they had going on. That bitch Riley dead now. But I like their little relationship they had going on. I thought it was cute. I think the Bill and what's his guy, Ted, whatever his man name was in episode 3 when they showed Bill and Ted's little backstory. I thought that was a good, cute relationship too. I was like, you know what, this cute. I thought it was cute. They are handling the relationships, romantic relationships between characters very well in the show, and even the relationships that aren't even romantic, like the sibling relationship between what's those two people name? I forgot their names, but the black dude and his brother, I forgot, Harry and whatever his name is, those two. I liked them better in the game than the show. I liked them better in the game than the show. I liked how it was depicted there. I didn't feel the same emotional I have the same emotions as I did playing the game, seeing it in the show. So it didn't hit the same as it did for me in the game. I thought the game handled that better. So yeah, so far I like it. The only thing is that nigga Joel can't fight, bro. Joel can't fight. Like that nigga Joel, bro. Joel be fighting clickers and shit in the Last of Us game. He be taking them bats and going whoosh, whoosh, bah, bah, like he be fighting and shit. Man, this Joel, I don't hate Pedro Pascal as Joel as a character, but his skills, his combat skills, bruh, like come on, bruh. Come on, Joel. Come on, Joel. You supposed to have them hands, bruh. You be fighting clickers, bruh. Man, get that shit out of here. I want my nigga Joel to be fighting, bruh. See, Snyder, I don't want that shit. I don't want that shit. I need my nigga Joel to be having the motherfucking hands? How you supposed to protect Ellie and he ain't got no damn hands? The only thing he did with his hands was beat the shit out that dude that tried to shoot Ellie, but then he fucked up his hands and all that shit. And he don't shoot good either. Remember in episode 2, when he had that clicker point blank in front of him and he missed. This dude Joel had an assault rifle. A clicker was right in front of him and he missed. I'm like, my nigga. Why you missed? Fucking Joel, bro. Shouts out video game Joel. He the GOAT. But it still don't make no sense how that nigga got beat up by some fucking what's that thing? Them golf clubs. Nigga, you can fight, bro. You better beat that bitch Bobby ass. This nigga Joel let Bobby, man, nigga, fuck out of here, Joel. Let Bobby beat him down. Bruh, how you gonna let Bobby beat you down? You better get up and slap that strong ass beach. Letting Bobby beat your ass. What the fuck? Did my nigga Joel dirty in Last of Us 2. Hopefully next season they don't adapt that fucking game. Please don't adapt Last of Us 2. But Neil Druckmann is overseeing Last of Us. So, and you know, Neil Druckmann, he he co-signs Last of Us 2. He co-signs that trash. He co-signs that abomination and character assassination and shit. He co-signs that bullshit. He's gonna find a way to insert that shit into this show. And I hope the same way people got mad about The Last of Us 2, they get mad if they adapt it in the HBO show. I want it to happen. They better not adapt that shit. Just let the show end. You don't need to drag it out to, I don't want to see Abby. Just end it at the end of the first game. That's it. You know, it's left up to interpretation on what happens after that. Joel doesn't tell Ellie that, you know, she could have saved the world and he kept it from her. They just leave it up to that. That's it. Just leave it at that. Give us one beautiful show that's just straight to the point and done. These networks want to keep dragging shit out, and then you know, we end up with too many seasons of a show that ends up being bad. And I don't want that. I do not want that. Keep it simple. 2 seasons is fine. I think 2 seasons at best is fine. And what you can do with The Last of Us season 2 for the show is fill in the gaps in between up until Ellie gets older. Do that. Like, don't even do all the extras. Show us a epilogue of what happens after the end of the game. Not the second game, the first game. We're not trying to go down that hill. Yeah, hopefully season 2 will be better. He beat a man to death in episode 1. Yeah. He ain't no video game Joe. Video game Joe be he go in. He be fighting clickers with them hands. The only thing Joel can never get was them bloaters. It was them bloater motherfuckers. Oh, those was some great that bloater in The Last of Us episode 5 was all practical. I mean CGI obviously, but practical. This thing is practical. This is all practical. Now they have visual effects on top of it to make him move faster and do all the extra stuff, but this was all practical. This whole suit is practical, which is solid. Practical. Like him coming out the ground, like this part right here, this was all CG. This was visual effects. This was all visual effects right here, but the suit is still practical. It's just visual effects layered on top of that, but all practical. Solid. I loved it. Much better adaptation than Halo. Much better adaptation than Master Cheeks. That bullshit, fucking trash ass Halo show. I said it. HBO should have done the Halo show. HBO should have done the Halo show. Netflix needs to stop trying to do video game adaptations. Just let HBO do everything, because HBO has the best TV shows. I'm sorry. Let HBO do every damn thing. He stabbed a man to death in episode 4, though. He aight. Don't gas up Joel that much. He aight. Pedro Joel, video game Joel, that's the GOAT. Okay, you should do a Last of Us discussion stream. When the show is over, I'm going to do a spoiler review and a spoiler, more than likely a spoiler stream. What zombies are scarier, Resident Evil? Resident Evil. I mean, both zombies is bad. I mean, yeah, both zombies are bad. Resident Evil zombies are the worst, because you got motherfuckers like this. You got these things. So, yeah. And you got her. Yeah. Last of Us zombies. Them Last of Us zombies are a lot scarier than no. The Resident Evil zombies are scarier than Last of Us zombies. Now, the Last of Us zombies clickers, they are beyond walkers. Like walkers, I would rather deal with walkers than the Last of Us zombies or the Resident Evil zombies, because at least with walkers, you can dodge them. You're faster than them. When they gang up and they hurt up, that's when they are dangerous. But as far as these Last of Us zombies, they are Resident Evil zombies here, Last of Us zombies here. Just a little, step down. Just step down. But I say the clickers is the worst thing. The ones that aren't clickers, I mean, Joel in the game could go head up with them with a stick and a bat. It was the clickers that he couldn't fight head up. Like he couldn't go head up with them. It was the clickers. The only way to kill the clickers, if I remember in the game, you had to shoot them in the head or avoid them, because it was damn near instant kill with a clicker. Instant kill. The Last of Us zombies haven't been shown to be threatening enough. The worst they'll do is kiss. That in episode 2, when Tess died, that shit was nasty. When the clicker came over and put his tongue inside of Tess's mouth, that was nasty. Because it knew she was infected and was like, all right, I'm about to put my babies in you. That Tess was like, oh shit. That nigga walked over there and sexually assaulted Tess, bro. That shit wild. Yeah, Nerman, I'll be there for your stream. After this, we gonna be on wait, Nerman, are you still streaming today? We just talking about The Last of Us right now. Just talking about The Last of Us and the Mandalorian episode, season 3, episode 1. This Mandalorian episode. Imagine the clickers got the World War Z. Now the World War Z zombies, them some crackhead zombies. They be doing drugs. I remember the scene when they piled up onto that wall in the Middle East, wherever they was at, and they literally piled up and climbed up the wall. That shit was crazy. He wanted to clap her cheeks. I mean, that's pulling up on that girl like that, going. I'm like, damn, nigga, get your stank ass breath. And Tess took too long trying to. That shit made me mad too. I ain't gonna lie. Tess was taking too long to like that shit. I was like, kill it. You taking too long to like that shit. You already got that thing in your mouth. It was making me uncomfortable. I'm like, hurry up and kill it. Hurry up and kill yourself and kill this thing, because you making me uncomfortable. You let that motherfucker put his tongue inside your mouth like that. That shit nasty, Tess. She wanted it. She wanted it. She didn't even stop it. She wanted it. Okay, if you come to my B-Day stream, I'll go home. I'll start when I get back. Yeah, I think that's 9:30. Well, how long are you gonna be until you get home, nerd man? Because you said 6:30 your time. That's like 9:30 something my time. That's in the next, like in the next hour for me. So just let me know when you'll be home and we'll do it. Remember episode 8, where episode 8 is the David versus Ellie episode. Cannot wait for that. Yeah. Oh, the girl who's playing Ellie, she doing a good job. Lee. Okay, I'll be there. 45 minutes. That works for me. What was her name? Leah Mormont. Yeah, she the GOAT, bruh. Giant killer. She the GOAT. Giant killer. I gotta give her props for playing Ellie. I think she's doing a good job. If they did this Last of Us show earlier, like in the around 2013, you could have easily got now Elliot Page to play it, because Ellie's likeness did look like Elliot Page's, even though her face was not based off Elliot Page's. Ellie in the game does resemble Elliot Page, a young Elliot Page, and everyone used to fan cast Elliot Page as Ellie, but she's too old to play Ellie now. I think Bella Ramsey was the perfect person to pick. She's an adult herself. I mean, she's not Ellie's age in this show. I think she's 20 now. She's an adult. She's an adult now. But yeah, I think she did a good job. You mean Ellen Page? Didn't I say Ellen? Well, now she's Elliot, but Ellen, yes. Now he's Elliot. He's Elliot now. She used to be Ellen Page. When he was Ellen Page, yes, she would have been perfect. Fuck. Let me just stop. I'm not talking about that no more. Paige would have been good for a young Ellie. That's it. That's just shit. Elliot. She be killing giants with her chin. Yeah, she do got that. You know what? How she looks in real. All right, let me bring her up in the show. I think she lost weight for the show. Like in real life, she got some weight on her face. I think she lost weight for the show because her face looks skinnier. She looks hella different compared to her how she looks currently in real life. She got some weight and stuff on her face. I'm not trying to say she fat or nothing, but she does look different. But mind you, they did film this months before images like this came out. So damn, go back. Where's it at? Fuck. Yeah, right here. This was the most recent image I've seen of her where she this is when she basically said, she was like non-binary and stuff and all that. She looks hella different. I ain't gonna lie. She looks different. She looks very different. That's all right. I believe him, Joel. Hopefully we get this in episode 8. LOL. She ain't listening. Hey, I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm trying to give this woman the benefit of the doubt. She worked out. She worked out for her role as Ellie, y'all. She worked out. She got in that gym. She worked out. She dropped some of that weight, that baby fat. You know what I'm saying? That baby fat. She dropped some of that shit. Wasn't William Dafoe in that game too? Which game? Oh, you talking about the Beyond Two Souls or Last of Us? William Dafoe was in Last of Us. Oh, yes. Let's talk about Whew. I'm a gremlin. I'm gonna say it. She was looking good up in that episode. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. She was looking good in that episode, bro. Shouts out Storm Reed, bro. She was looking good up in that episode. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. Why they have to waste her as a character that died? Honestly, she's a little bit young, but if you go into the game, what was Marlene? Her name was Marlene. Last of Us, Marlene. Yeah, she a little bit too young. I don't know. There's a part of me I was like, she kind of could have played Marlene, but she would have been too young for Marlene. But dang, I wish she could have played another lasting role or something. Shit, they killed her off too quick. But I recognized her because she was in the Suicide Squad. She played Idris Elba's daughter, Bloodsport's daughter.
Yo, I just came on to share one thing I just saw right now. I was literally going to go home, but I needed to share this with you.
What?
Some good news from James Gunn. Some great news from James Gunn.
Oh, what'd he say? What'd he say?
I've shared it in the private chat.
I got it. Creature Commander's also done casting.
Is almost done casting, confirms writer and DC Studios boss James Gunn. Isn't that fantastic? Because Priorities, that's the one they've nearly finished.
With the debut of Rick Flag Sr. too, which Frank Grillo's gonna play.
Not Green Lantern, not Superman casting, nothing like that.
To be fair, this is already in production though. This is already in production. It's already in production.
It's in production. Wow.
Yeah, it's been in production. This was in production long before James even. Well, yeah, this was in production long before James even got to the spot in November.
Priorities, bro. This is your boy, man.
Yeah.
You need to be watching your boy, bro.
My boy good. My home Nerdman, he good. We good.
He Gucci,
Nerdman,
bro.
we safe. Trust him, boy. We safe. Look,
safe.
they gonna introduce Rick Flag Sr. Frank Grillo has confirmed that he's gonna be part of this DC universe. We winning.
They're putting Frank Grillo.
We just
you mean the guy from fantastic. It's the Bonesaw McGrath from what's it called? The Chippendales. Wait, listen. This guy.
I think he's going. He's going to play Rick Flag Sr. though.
Fantastic.
Perp said, "How's it feel to be 50?"
Fuck off. He's not far though. He's not far off.
You're in your 40s at least, but happy birthday, Nerdman! Everybody wish Nerdman a happy birthday.
In my 40s, I just turned 40 today. It's finally happened.
Yeah, I figured you said close, so I figured, he's already in his 40s.
Yeah, I mean, this is it though. This is like I'm closer to death.
Nerdman, no, think about it like this.
I'm closer to
like
death
this. Nerdman, you got a guaranteed 10 years you can give the James Gunn DC universe.
Wow.
You got to
so happy, man. I've got 10 years to watch the DC universe go up in flames. It's gonna be fire, bro. It's gonna be flames. Are you on mute? You on mute? No. Something happened with me.
Yeah, I'm good now. But yeah, you might be like, I'm on to bigger and better things once I hit 50. But you got to guarantee 10 years of your young life that you can give to DC. 10 more years. 10 more years.
Prime DC content right there.
Shouts out Superboy. Say happy birthday, Nerdman. Got a happy birthday, Nerdman from Snyder Steppenwolf.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Nerdman, I know you're about to get ready to head home. I am
Yeah,
talking about the last.
I actually have to go right now. But go on. What were you going to say?
Just give me just a quick little 5-minute thing. If you are watching Last of Us, what do you think of the show so far?
I've got to tell you, man. Like, I know it's supposed to be the best game of all time, and
No, it's not the best game of all time. It's one of the best games of all time, but not the best.
It's one of the best games of all time.
It's one of the best games with a great story of all time. Gameplay is kind of it's like,
but the story is really
the story is so good. You'd rather just watch somebody play it instead of playing it. That's how good the story is. You don't really want to play it, you know.
So I like it, but I don't understand the big whoopla about it. Like, I like it. I'll probably, like, when the whole series is finished, if I'm super bored, I'm gonna go like and just watch the whole thing. I don't like the hour and a half format for a TV show. Like watching a movie or a TV show, I think it's a little too long for that content. I think and I also think, to be fair, The Walking Dead did it a little bit better. Like those first 2 seasons of The Walking Dead. Oh,
you talking about The Walking Dead? Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I still like Walking Dead season 1 over this so far. You know, The Walking Dead season 1, that's peak zombie television right there.
Yeah. I thought that one did it a little bit better. So if I'm comparing the two, I'll just say, like, immediately The Walking Dead.
Well, let me ask this.
This one I'm kind of like, I like the first bit, but I don't like the main characters.
I think that's what it was, because with The Walking Dead, right? I'm not too big into zombie stuff, but the characters, I fucking love the characters, and I'm willing to watch this shit because of the characters. Rick, Daryl, Shane, Glenn, Maggie, all of them. Okay, now I can see where you at, because that's kind of what it is for zombie shows with me. Like, if the zombies are not super interesting, which I think the Last of Us zombies are interesting, they just don't highlight them enough. But if you're not feeling the characters, I can understand why you wouldn't want to invest too much, because that's kind of the deal breaker for me with zombie shows. I really need to like the characters. The cast of characters need to be so good that I can stomach this zombie show, because the characters are so great.
Yeah. I have to go, boss. But
yeah, I'll be on your stream.
See you very soon. And guys, join me for my birthday stream. Everyone, we'll celebrate. All right. Peace, guys.
We're gonna celebrate good times soon, guys. Man, Nerdman preaching, bro. I'm gonna say this much. I do like Ellie more in the show than I do like Joel. Like, I'm kind of messing with Ellie more. Like I told you guys, Pedro Joel, as Joel acting, he's solid. But when, like I said, when I told you, when it comes to them throwing hands, you know, lacking. He good with a sniper, though. He good with a sniper, but he can't shoot clickers point blank. There's something wrong there. But in that, Last of Us is solid. I think the show is going to end good. I mean, if it's literally based off of the first game, so ain't no way Neil Druckmann could fuck this up. Hopefully we don't see no Abby references. Hopefully. I feel like in the last episode, when Joel has to, you know, go through the Firefly Hospital and save Ellie, watch this bitch Abby be in some room. Joel walks past her, Abby playing with her toys, over there looking stupid and fucking buffing shit, going pew, 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 pew. Buff little stupid Buffalo Beach. She gonna be Joe gonna walk past a room killing fireflies and stuff. He sees a little girl and it's Abby with her muscles and stuff. She's 6 year old. She's 6 years old with muscles and shit, going pew pew pew, playing with toys and shit. And I hope he shoot that girl. I hope he shoot that little girl. Joe better shoot that little girl. He better shoot her ass. Cause that's evidence. That's evidence you need to get rid of. Besides Sam and Henry, but you already know what happened. Yeah, I like and like I said, I like Sam and Henry in the game more than the show. I don't know why they made Sam deaf, because he's not deaf in the game. I wonder why they did that. I don't know why. It was a different approach. It was a different approach, you know. It would suck to be deaf in the apocalypse though. Especially in the Last of Us world. Imagine you deaf and you walk into a room full of clickers. You're fucked. Sam is damn near useless without help in this apocalypse. He is useless because he can't hear. Yeah, I know the actor was deaf. I'm just wondering why they decided to make him deaf compared to his video game counterpart, but you know, it didn't hurt it, but I was like, okay, I guess I'll work with it. But yeah, Sam was gonna die regardless. Whether he died then or later, he was gonna die. He's deaf. If by any chance he got separated from Henry and was by himself, zombies is going to tear his ass up and he's not going to know they're coming. He is not going to know they're coming. He's not. So yeah, it was inevitable. Sam was going to die at some point. He had to die. He useless. I'm sorry. You deaf in the zombie apocalypse. You might as well end your existence at that point. Like, I'd feel bad. What am I supposed to do with you? To be honest, I'm just better off playing the game because the show is not hitting like that to me. Yeah, that's honestly, I would still just recommend get the game because I still think the game is better. The parts of the show where I'm like kind of out is them like elaborating on the virus too much. It's like that. It's not really that important, you know. It's not that important because that's not what we focused on. We're not focused on how this started or if there's going to be a cure. I mean, you're playing the game to get Ellie to this hospital thinking that she can cure the world. But when you see this relationship develop, you're like, man, fuck that cure. I don't want to see this little girl die. I mean, because when you play in the game, you honestly forget that they go into this hospital to use this girl as a cure, because you see this relationship, this father and daughter bond build, and you're more focused on that. You know, it's almost an afterthought. But yeah, honestly, the parts of this show that I don't care for them to elaborate on is how the virus started. Like, I can care less. You can give a brief explanation, but we don't really care. We don't really care. And look, I did not dislike episode 3, but damn, that whole relationship did not need to be the whole episode. At least half the episode, not the whole damn episode. Not the whole episode. I get it. You want to cover Bill and his explore parts that we didn't explore. We never explored Bill and his relationship with his man in the game. But a whole episode, come on, bro. Half of that could have still went to Ellie and Joel. Like, that's why I'm like, you elaborating a little bit too much. Half of that relationship could have been cut down to 30 minutes, and the other 30 minutes is Joel and Ellie. Episode 3, no issue with the homosexual relationship, because I like the homosexual relationship in episode 7 between Riley and Ellie. It's just that shit did not need to be the whole fucking episode. I'm sorry. No, that shit was the whole goddamn episode. Like, bruh. And in my opinion, those flashbacks add more depth and story. Why do mans want to be a one for one shot carbon copy? Because that's what we need, and what is what we need in this life. But the changes they make, this is the thing, the changes they're making are not bad changes. It's just like I could have done without it, but they're not bad changes at all. They're not completely bad changes. And Bill and Frank could have interacted with Joel and Ellie present time. Yeah, I kind of would have preferred that. Like, because in the Last of Us game episode, Last of Us game, Bill doesn't die. He's alive. The only difference is his partner, which is Frank, isn't there. His partner is already dead, and he's still there. By the time Ellie and Joel get to Bill, he's, he helps them get the truck and get the car battery set and gives them a ride out of there. I think it would have been different to actually see Frank there and him, in the process of dying when they leave. Like, he's in the process of dying when they get there. I think that would have been fine. Hello, what's up, Andrea? I like episode 8, but I do have some criticisms. But yeah, y'all, the homosexual relationship did not bother me in episode 3. That shit didn't bother me at all. I actually had nothing against it. It was just dragged out for too long. I was like, damn, nigga, I get it. They in love, shit. I enjoy it, but fuck. Relax. But real quick, let me finish up Mando season 3. But yes, let me just break this down so I can get to talking about Shazam Fury of the Gods. So Din pulls up to this lady, right? And then he comes to and I was confused because I'm like, didn't they already have this conversation? So he comes back to this chick to have a conversation when she told him in Book of Boba Fett, go to Mandalore and go take a bath in the waters and shit and blah, 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 blah. And he came back and had that same conversation, asking the same question, like, bro, you already had this conversation with this lady. Go take a bath in Mandalore and shit. And he's trying to reassure to the lady that works in the forge, like, Mandalore's not poisonous anymore. I'm gonna go there and check and see. Like, okay, go check and see, bro. Why you coming back and telling her? Go check and see. Go check and see. Like, I don't know why he come back to talk to her. She already told him you're not a Mandalorian anymore. Go take a bath. She basically told us they go take a bath. You stink. She said, go take a bath. You stink. And he still ain't want to go take his bath so he can get his honor and shit back. But yeah, she told him, go take a bath. You stink. And then he goes to Navarro to get this droid. So if you guys remember the droid from season 1 that tried to kill Grogu. Hold on, let this whack ass ad play shit.
I was born here, I'm from here, and I'm never leaving here.
Let that ad play while I talk. But yeah, they went to Navarro to talk to the magistrate. The same droid from season 1 that tried to kill Grogu is comes back. For some reason, Din Djarin wants that droid to help him navigate the planet of Mandalore, to help him find the waters and stuff. And I'm like, why? Why you need this droid's help? You figure out your damn self. Fuck this droid. You can't even fit the droid in your ship. The droid got nowhere to sit on your ship. It can't even fit in the part where Grogu sits at. Where you gonna put this droid in your 2 cockpit ship? Actually, a 1 cockpit ship. You have a cockpit for a little chihuahua, which is your son Grogu. How you gonna fit that robot inside your cockpit? Would you want to tie it to the hood of the freaking? Let me show y'all. So this robot from season 1, Din wanted this robot to come to Mandalore with him to help him find the waters and stuff and navigate the planet. He wants to use him as a navigator, right? And along the way in the episode, some pirates show up to try and mess with the town, and Din and the magistrate kill the pirates, and then yada yada yada. They go back to talking. They try to get the robot fixed. They run into the Babu Frickians from episode 9. The only good characters from episode 9, the Babu Fricks. And they tell them the robots, blah, 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 shit is fucked up. You need to get new parts to go fix it. Then Mando decides, I'm going to go on another quest and get these parts for this robot so these aliens can fix this robot. I'm going to leave off this world to go to another planet to get some parts to fix this robot. But Din Djarin gets stopped by some pirates, and the pirates send him back to he ends up going to, what's her name? What's his chick's name? Sexy ass chick. Dang, what's her name? Redhead chick. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Her. Cutie. He ends up running into her, and then he goes to tell her the Mandalorian is not poisonous no more, blah, blah, blah. Look, there was a lot of unnecessary conversations going on in this episode. When it's like, bro, go to the planet. Stop talking to these people. Go to the planet. He's pulling up to her, knowing damn well she wants this Darksaber, trying to say, hey, can I roll with you? Like, she don't want to roll with you, bro. You humiliated her and took the Darksaber. She don't want to work with you. Get your ass out of here. Go to the planet. This whole episode was a waste, not a waste of time. It was decent at best. But the episodes in Book of Booty Fett should have been, the Mando episodes in Book of Booty Fett should have been the first 2 episodes for this season. This is technically the 3rd episode. This is episode 3 of season 3. This isn't episode 1. This is the 3rd episode, technically, because there are 2 Mando episodes in Book of Boba Fett. But yeah, that's the episode. It was aight. This episode was aight. It was aight. Average at best. Average. I wonder what else they got for us. I mean, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's going to happen, but hopefully it gets interesting. I literally don't know what's going to happen on this planet of Mandalore. It looks like there's going to be some Mandalorian civil war happening, but who knows? Who's going to be these enemies we run into on this planet? Right. But the episode was decent. It was aight at best. It was average. But yeah, that's Mandalorian season 3, episode 1. I thought it was okay. It was aight. It was cool. Yeah, it was aight. Now, last topic we're going to hit, and then I'm going to get ready to head up out of here. Who's got Nerdman stream right after this. Shazam Fury of the Gods is dropping March 16th. I already got my tickets. Tickets are secured. I'm watching this shit in IMAX, AMC, Laser. I'm set to go. I'm excited for this movie. I may not be talking about it as much. I do post clips about it, update you guys how I'm feeling about it. But whether or not this movie ends up showing up in a new DCU, I really don't care. All I'm focused on is if this is going to be a good sequel to Shazam 1. Is this going to be a good sequel to Shazam 1? Now, David F. Sandberg came out and said, depending on the success of this movie, if the movie does well, it may stay. If the movie doesn't do well, then it's obviously not going to stay. I just want the sequel to be good. I just want this sequel to make profit. That's all I want. Right? That's all I want. Now, there's people that don't want to watch these movies because, they don't continue over into the new universe, which some of them may not. We don't know yet. But you can still watch a movie. I understand if you don't like Shazam 1 and you don't want to watch Shazam 2. That's totally fine. That makes sense. Why would you want to watch the sequel to the first movie you don't like? Because sometimes your start matters just as much as how you finish, right? Your start matters just as much. And I like Shazam 1. It took me some time to actually accept that movie, understand what that movie was being. Not what I wanted it to be. Understand what that movie was trying to be. And then watching it for what it is trying to be. And okay, cool. Boom. But I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see my girls, Megan Good, Grace Fulton. There's some people that have been wanting Grace Fulton to play the new Wonder Woman. Now, Grace Fulton, you guys, I mean, I'm not saying I don't want to see her as Wonder Woman, but I want to see her bulk. Like, I want to see her bulk up. I'm not saying get too muscular, but I need to see her bulk up if she was to play the DCU Wonder Woman. I mean, she's young. Well, let's see how young she is. She's 26. Not a bad age. You can use her for about 10 years. Yeah, not a bad age, but you can use her. You can use her. But she's not what I would pick for Wonder Woman. She got face though. She got body. But I want a muscular Wonder Woman with a six pack. I'm sorry, I want a muscular Wonder Woman with a six pack. That's what I want. Shazam 2 I'll see, but the box office is not tracking well. I hope it's wrong though. Yeah, like I hope the predictions are not going to be accurate. I do hope that this does well in the box office. That's what I hope for. I wanted to do well in the box office. I think it will do well. Compared to Shazam 1, this looks like a whole step up. Visually, it looks better. Now Billy's going to be fighting more mythological creatures, dragons, stuff you want to see in a Shazam story. Yeah, we should have seen in Wonder Woman, even Wonder Woman 1, her fighting more mythological creatures, mythological beings, monsters, deities, all this stuff, but Zach and Patty decided to kill the gods for some odd reason in the DC EU, but whatever. But yeah, I just want this movie to do well because I do want to see the Shazam family come over. And I was going to do a video, but I'm gonna just talk about it here. If they do at some point within the 10 years, when Astro Angel starts to get too old and they want to transition him out, they want to transition out Zachary Levi, you might as well just make him Shazam, right? Just make him Shazam. There's going to be at a point when Billy's going to get old enough to where it's like he doesn't look like Zachary Levi yet. Unless you make Zachary Levi play Billy Batson too, and he turns into Shazam. This is what they can do. They already did it with Grace Fulton's character on the left. So, Grace Fulton is now playing her hero version when she transforms. This was her in Shazam 1 on the left. Now she's just playing herself in Shazam 2. You can do the same thing for Billy. And this is how I would say do it if you want to make Astro Angel Shazam. All you have to do is just say that when Billy transforms into Shazam, the person he turns into is what he thinks is the ideal man, right? Is the ideal man. What he pictures as a man when he transforms. And I imagine that's going to be the same reasoning for Grace Fulton's change and why she became Mary Marvel in Shazam 2. She's now an adult and she sees herself as a hero. So why not just be herself? Right? I think they can just get away with doing that. Because at some point, Astro Angel's getting old, bruh. Billy's in high school in Shazam 2. You're going to have to make Astro Angel Shazam at some point. You're going to have to. I hope it does. I'm not saying it will. I'm not finna get my hopes up yet. Because Shazam, Ant-Man and the Wasp is tracking very slow at the box office. And as I figured, because nobody cares about Scott Lang's Ant-Man. There was no real interest in his character. I hope Shazam 2 makes more. I'm not finna to gas it up too much because Shazam 1 made profit, but it only made like 300, I think 400 something. Let's look at Shazam box office. Shazam 1 box office. Bring this up for you guys. It made 366 million. So yeah, it made profit. It made profit regardless of anything. It made profit. Hopefully, it makes 300 million more or beyond that. 600 something. If we can get 600 something million out of Shazam 2, that's fine with me. That's fine with me. But I wonder what the budget is for Shazam Fury of the Gods, because we don't know what that budget is. Let me see. Supposedly the budget. Nah, that don't sound right. The budget ain't 125 million. $100. It only one. No, that's the wrong one. Hold up, guys. It says the budget on here. Where's it at? Just seen it. Ah. So the budget is 125 million. So if this movie makes at least like 600 something, or even 400, 500 something, that's profit. That's easy profit. This movie's going to make profit regardless of anything. It's going to make its profit, and that's what I hope for. That's what I want. Make that profit. That's all I need. Because as long as Peter Safran sees, okay, this made profit, we can bring this over into the new DCU. Peter Safran is the co-CEO. The reason I bring up Peter Safran is because Peter Safran produced Shazam 1. Shazam 1 is also Peter Safran's baby, and he produced it. And James Gunn recommended Zachary Levi for the Shazam role. He gave him basically a recommendation. He recommended him for the Shazam role. They both had a part in getting Zachary Levi to where he's at right now as Shazam. As long as this movie makes profit, you guys, these guys will return. And I hope they do. And this movie's also doing like their own original villains. So let me bring them up real quick. The villains for this movie, you guys, these are all original villains. These are not comic villains. These are original villains. So they're doing something that I would ask for a lot of these comic book movies, because they love to ruin established characters instead of doing their own thing if they're going to ruin shit. Because look, if they ruin anything with these characters, at least they won't be comic characters that they're butchering. They'll just be characters they'll just be their own creations that they butchered. I don't want these villains to be bad. I hope they're good villains. But at least it won't be them butchering comic book villains of Shazam. But you have the Daughters of Atlas, Helen Mirren, Lucy Liu, and Rachel Zegler. Rachel Zegler is going to end up being Freddy's girlfriend in this. So yeah, you got some shots of Freddy from the trailer. Bro getting some pussy now. Our girls, man, they look fire. And your boy secured his ticket. Bag secure, period. Bag secure, period. But yeah, we in this thing, y'all. Hopefully, everyone here in the chat is going to check out Shazam 2. I'll be there day one. I got my tickets for the 16th. I will release a short review of Shazam Fury of the Gods. I'll release a short, and I'm going to drop some on my TikTok of a review. Then I'm going to do my review the day after, because I have to go to work right after I go see Shazam. So I won't be able to get home in time to do a review. Or if I do get home in time, I'm literally only going to have like 20 minutes to stream and do a spoiler talk with you guys about Shazam 2, right? But expect a short review the day of, and a TikTok which will expand more, that I'll record at work, and then I will do the review the day after. So yeah, that's how it's gonna go. Shazam Fury of the Gods, guys, go check it out. It drops March 16th. Technically, it drops March 17th, but it drops March 16th for the people that like to go day one. That's the Thursday showing, and I'll be there Thursday watching it at 7:15 p.m. Pacific time. And I hope you guys enjoy the movie. I hope it's good. That's what I hope for. That's all I hope for. I hope it's good. But But yeah, guys, after this, we are going to Nerdman's stream. Let me put the link to Nerdman's channel down below. It's his birthday. We're gonna go talk superhero stuff. Let me hit the link to his channel. Hot Takes Tuesday. And I'm gonna take me a quick nap before Nerdman stream. But yeah, we're going here right after this. So click that link down below. If you haven't subscribed to Nerdman, go subscribe to him there. We are going to be on his channel right after to talk about some DC stuff, I guess. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Want y'all to go for that peace, love, positivity, all that jazz. Don't do drugs, and like I always say, deuces.